Aquarius. This is a general Aquarius reading for all Aquarius placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. My name is Melissa. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for joining me here once again. This is a general reading for July 1st through July 14th. And if you are interested in a personal reading, I do offer several different kinds. If you're interested in a personal reading, I have information in the description box below. You will go to my website. It's Lady Magdalene's Mercantile. And I will put links in the description box below as well. There will also be, for the second time, a extended reading regarding whatever the situation is that I'm about to pull for you. And it is a simple, easy $5.55. So give me about 24 hours to get the link to you, but I will also have that uploaded right after this one is done as well. I do have a reading that's just a general tarot reading on my website, as well as a natal chart reading. For me, the natal chart reading is about kind of opening and expand your mind into areas that you can improve on so that your work life can be better, your home is organized better, your life is organized better. And it's like a little motivation to keep you going in the direction that you want to go and helping you grow in the direction you want to grow. So that being said, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Spirit, for letting me give these messages to Aquarius. All right, what's on the Aquarius heart? I'm also using a new deck, Everyday Witch. I'm loving it. Hope you do too. All right, Eight of Swords, King of Swords, and the Five of Cups. So what's on the Aquarius heart? So Eight of Swords, it appears that you've kind of bound yourself, okay? You're in your head a lot, and it's almost like you're surrounded by your thoughts and your fears. Even maybe some negative self-talk regarding whatever it is situation that's on your heart, thinking that you can't get out of it and that you're kind of trapped. I do notice there is the blue bird of hope. Anytime I see a little blue bird, this is the first time I've seen this card. So anytime I see a blue bird, there's always hope, okay? But you have to find it. It's not going to be just delivered to you. And it's all within here and within here. The Five of Cups, it looks like basically with the Five of Cups, this technically has to do with letting go of some things so you can refill those cups up with something that is a little more nourishing for you. So possibly letting go of some toxic behaviors, some toxic emotions, central around maybe some trauma in the past. As we know, we're all like dealing with trauma. Some of it can just be from COVID and the stay at home and things like that. And maybe continuing on, you know, our jobs weren't easy. None of our jobs were easy during that time, and neither were our relationships. And I feel like we're kind of dealing with the PTSD of that time. So letting go of some of those emotions that are constantly triggering you, and maybe, you know, honoring the fact that, okay, this is a behavior that isn't acceptable anymore, so that you can fill up those cups for, you know, what you really wish for and what you desire. You can see she's even dipping them into the ocean, like, I need to be done with this. King of Swords, I love this. He's like standing here with his knowledgeable white old feline, and he's a king, and he's laid his sword down on a book. King of Swords is typically a very intellectual person, so it could be that you have somebody in your way, maybe a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, somebody that's very communicative. It could be you too, Aquarius. I mean, you're not at all far from being very communicative and intellectual in the span of all the signs, but kind of laying down the law, you know, and maybe this is what you're doing and why you feel a little hindered. You're kind of like laying the law down for yourself, but you're not really giving yourself you got to give yourself some grace too, okay? You're not perfect, and nobody is expecting you to be perfect but you, okay? So give yourself some grace, let go of some of those toxic behaviors. I'm so sorry about this light. But keep moving on. I love that. I love the King of Swords. So that's on your heart. Moving into the past. What's in the past for Aquarius? What's affecting today? We got a chunk of cards, so we'll go with that. All right, the Emperor, possibly Aries. The Emperor is very much a planner, and it's his plan or the highway. Like there's no coming around it. And he's got one mission, he's got one job, and that's it. And it could be yours. This could be parts of you saying, you know, you have one job and that's it. Looks like with Temperance here, I love this. Look at her. She's just balanced in her little tree, finding her zen, finding her yin and yang. We've got the Chariot. Wow, 4 major arcana. Okay. We've got the Chariot and we've got the Fool. All right. Something big happened in the past and kind of swept out the karma for you to give you a new beginning. Yeah. Okay. So with this, whatever happened in the past, this is 4 major arcana. So this is a very big message for you, Aquarius. Finding balance. You can see, look, she's got one eye open, one eye shut. You know, she's on alert, but she's not. She's in her zen, but she's on alert. The cat's down here has spilled something, which is probably why her eye is open. Like, oh, great, really, another thing. You know, trying to find peace and tranquility within what's happening around you physically versus what's happening to you internally. Temperance to me is Sagittarius energy, but it's also like the great meeting and joining of the afterlife, like death, and what's right in front of us, like the physical world. And so the afterlife and the physical world kind of joining together and seeing past that physical world and going, okay, what else is going on around me? So I feel like that's where you were at. You had the Emperor and you're like, okay, I've got this plan. I don't care what else is going on around me. I'm just going to take it. I've got this. This is typically kind of a karmic relief. So something happened where it kind of whooshed out whatever situation it was, situationship you were in, and it gave you freedom. Okay. It gave you some freedom. So maybe that's why it happened so fast to you. Maybe that's why it bothers you. You know, this sharp stuff can be hard on people and changes can be hard on people. So maybe that's why that happened. Coming up around the heart, the Queen of Wands and the 6 of Cups. So with the Queen of Wands, this is energy around you. So this is possibly a Leo, Sag, Aries. She's all about inspiration. She's all about divine, you know, acceptance of what's happening around her, but she's also a creator for herself, and she's full of ideas and passion, okay? The 6 of Cups is all about looking back and kind of being a little bit nostalgic about the childhood wonder, the childlike wonder that we had. Like, look, he's got all of these flowers and he's kind of teaching this youth, like, look at this. This is how you do this. So just know that you can be nostalgic about what's happened in the past and even like in the current situation around your heart here. If you continue to be nostalgic, you're going to be trapped. Okay. Stagnancy is a choice. It's not, and people have been doing this for years. People keep going back to the same situation and they go back in as the same person, just like the person is. So if this is like a job or even a relationship, you cannot, when you enter back into a relationship after a breakup, it's important that you enter as a different person because you're going to have the same problems that you did before. Both of you have to enter. Knight of Cups. So there's somebody new coming up, new relationship, a new guy, new man showing his love. I feel like the Knight of Cups is always like the man riding in on the white horse with like, He's got his cup and it's full of hearts. You can see, like, look at all the hearts coming out of the cup there. And he's riding in on his white horse or his broom with his cat. But he's bringing new love. And it's like teenager love. It's like cute and funny, and it's kind of fleeting, and it's kind of superficial. So there's something going on around you there. So maybe that's what it is, Aquarius. Maybe you are kind of like, maybe you're like, you've got this new situation. You've got an old, stagnant, stale situation. And this new situation's like swimming around you like, hey, I love you. I just pictured the movie Tangled. If you've never seen it, it's an animated Disney movie. And she's like, I just pictured, like, she's swinging around going, best day ever. She's swinging around this. And I just pictured this guy like, hey, with his love, with his cup of love. So somebody's swimming around you, Aquarius. Of course. Who wouldn't love an Aquarius woman? I love it. Okay, coming into the future. What's Aquarius going to do in the future? What can Aquarius be expecting in the future? Right. 4 Swords. I'll show you these in a minute. Queen of Swords. There you go. 7 of Wands. Okay, so 7 of Wands shows me there's another battle ahead. I don't know if you're messing around with a married man, but I just want to tell you that no one is your soulmate that's married. Okay, I know from experience. No one is your soulmate if they're married. It's you may have learned something from one another, but it's just not. It's not worth it. No. Nope. Bad karma for you, and it's his karma to sit on. But you're going to have another, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, if that's what this guy is, you can tell him to get lost, but that doesn't mean you need to stay in your stale, stagnant relationship, okay? The Queen of Swords, so you have a king here, the King of Swords. The queen could be the, like, I'm thinking this masculine is you, and this queen is also you, kind of like its divine counterpart, and those parts of your communication working together to make you, like, not mincing words, your truth. And if something comes at you, like, your truth about it. And I think it'll be done and over with because you're going to be resting. Like, all of your battles are done. You're resting now. You're just kind of hanging tight. I also feel like this is going to be a dream state for you. So in the future, you might be having some pretty impressive dreams. Just know sometimes that's the other side's way of communicating with you. And whatever it is, I say look it up. Google it. Like, if my boyfriend the other day had a dream about his daughter, him going to his daughter's dorm, and she opened the door and it looked like she hadn't showered, and she had like cream of wheat stuck to her face, and her room was a mess, and he was like devastated that she was like that. So look those things up, because our dreams are kind of cards, basically pictures for us to look at and reflect on, like, why am I being shown this? Okay, so I'm going to clarify that with the Mystic deck, and we will do that in the extended.